Welcome in Fem World with another new horror story. So start our story. Lucy had always been drawn to old, mysterious places, and when she heard about the abandoned cottage deep in the forest, her curiosity was piqued. The villagers had warned her about it, saying there was a curse involving a single candle that must never go out. They told tales of a malevolent force trapped within the cottage, waiting for the candle to be extinguished so it could be released. Despite these warnings, Lucy dismissed them as superstitions and decided to explore the cottage one stormy night when she got caught in the forest. The cottage was old and weathered, with a creaky door that groaned as she pushed it open. Inside, she found a small, dusty room lit only by a candle on a table. The flickering flame cast eerie shadows on the walls, making the atmosphere feel strangely alive. As the storm raged outside, the wind howled and the rain pounded against the windows, creating a haunting soundtrack to her exploration. Lucy felt uneasy but tried to ignore it. She wandered around the room, examining old books and forgotten artifacts, but her attention kept returning to the candle. It seemed out of place, burning steadily despite the time it must have been there. Then, she noticed something unsettling. The shadows cast by the candle were moving unnaturally, as if they had a life of their own. The scratching noises from the walls grew louder, accompanied by faint, mournful wails that seemed to come from below. The candle's flame began to flicker more erratically, casting an almost hypnotic pattern on the walls. Lucy felt a chill run down her spine as the whispers, barely audible at first, became clearer, urging her to blow out the candle. Her hands trembled as she reached for the flame, but she hesitated, torn between her fear and the urge to prove the legends wrong. The whispers grew more frantic, and the temperature in the room plummeted, making her breath visible in the cold air. As she struggled to maintain her composure, the room seemed to close in on her, the darkness becoming thicker and more oppressive. Dust swirled in the dim light, and the old furniture creaked as if someone, or something, was moving through the house. The candle's wax dripped slowly, forming strange patterns on the table, almost like cryptic symbols. When the dark figure appeared in the doorway, its eyes glowing with an eerie light, Lucy's fear turned to terror. It spoke in a voice that seemed to come from the depths of the earth, demanding that she extinguish the flame. Desperate to avoid the figure's grasp, Lucy clung to the candle, but as its flame waned, the room filled with an oppressive darkness. The figure's presence grew closer, its cold breath chilling her skin. The whispers turned into a deafening roar, and Lucy felt an invisible force trying to pull the candle from her grip. In a final, desperate moment, the candle's flame went out, plunging the room into complete darkness. Lucy felt the figure's cold breath on her neck, and the whispers grew louder, more frantic. The last thing she saw was the figure's glowing eyes before everything went black. The next morning, the storm had passed, and the villagers found the cottage empty. Lucy was gone, and the only sign of her was the extinguished candle lying on the floor. The village knew the curse would continue, waiting for the next person to light the candle and face the same fate.